HomeTrak Companion is a private-duty, non-medical home care software perfect for all size agencies. Our cloud-based solution includes automated scheduling, telephony, and GPS timekeeping, payroll and billing integrations, mobile applications, and caregiver application management. All areas of HomeTrak Companion are standardized, making it very consistent in the way most tasks are done, from company information setup to running payroll and billing. You can create many shortcuts in the main login screen, allowing you to quickly access key areas of the software, such as viewing and completing your schedules with no caregiver assigned yet, or your caregiver SMS chats. HomeTrak incorporates a complete help module, allowing you to learn the software at your own pace. You can quickly find the information you are looking for by clicking on the Help topics or using the Search tool. You can watch pre-recorded training videos or register for free live training webinars presented by one of our training staff. In addition, when you sign up with HomeTrak, we provide you and your staff with personalized training to customize your setup. HomeTrak Companion has a dynamic contact management system that allows you to add, track, and report on all referrals and contacts. HomeTrak also includes a complete office management system. You can create one-time or recurring appointments or tasks for yourself or others in the office. Booking a meeting with a referral source or creating a reminder to make a phone call at a future date is fast and easy. Collecting and managing client and caregiver leads, along with tracking referral sources, is critical to any home care agency. HomeTrak includes the ability for potential clients or family members, as well as caregiver applicants, to access the HomeTrak intake form from a link on your company's website. These forms are very customizable, allowing you to add your company logo and contact information. Once the person fills in the general demographics, they will answer any optional questions that are created specifically by your company. After the form is completed, your office will receive an email notification that you have a new client intake lead or a caregiver application. You can now view, manage, and add leads in the Client Inquiry module and the Caregiver Applications in the Human Resources module. In both these modules, you can view the online application forms. The applications are grouped by new and rejected depending on how high the applicant scored based on the answers given. When we view an application in more detail, we see the general demographics as well as the answers submitted from the website. If we deem that this application is worth following up, we can make the person potential. This adds them to the client or caregiver module, where you can follow up with them by creating reminder tasks and appointments. This is an important feature, as you can now run various reports to track your lead conversations or how well your referral sources are working for you. The client module is where you add new clients to HomeTrak, as well as maintain information for your current clients. The client module is grouped into different sections so you can quickly view and update information related to the client. The left section allows us to navigate to specific clients. We can also filter clients in many different ways, such as by their current status, user-defined classifications, or by the manager assigned to the client. In the Homepage section, we can view the client profile, including the different stages of status flow for each client. We can attach an unlimited number of people to a client, including emergency contacts, office managers, and many different individuals. Anytime a client calls with a concern or compliment, we can create documented events throughout HomeTrak. We can add unlimited follow-up notes to each event and create follow-up reminder notices to ourselves or others in the office. If a caregiver was involved with the event, we can also add them, which automatically adds the event to the caregiver's profile. We can run documented events reports for any date range based on your clients or caregivers, which is a great tool for your yearly evaluations. HomeTrak Companion includes a powerful and dynamic care plan that is both narrative and task-oriented. You simply go through the tabs and choose the information that applies to the client. All of the information available in the tabs is user-defined, meaning your company can customize this information or download templates from HomeTrak and then add to them. You can go through the list of categories in the home health evaluation, select the ones that apply to your new client, and write additional notes. Then move on to the specific duties to be performed and even select the days they should be completed. In addition, there is an option to add a list of medications and much more. After completing the care plan intake, you can preview the summary with the client. When you are ready to print or email the care plan, choose the different options you wish to include. We're viewing the care plan for the client based on the selected options. HomeTrak will automatically insert your company's information and logo on many reports. You can print the care plan or email it to individuals invested in the client's care. The Scheduling Setup section is where you add the authorization or payer to the client. You can add multiple payer sources to a client, including private pay or insurance companies. An authorization has a start date and an end date, and you can enter the maximum hours per period your company is authorized to care for the client. HomeTrak will alert you if you overschedule a client based on this information. You can view, add, and edit the schedules for the client right in the scheduling section. We will look at these options in more detail in the Schedule module. The Documentation section allows you to create required date reminders as action items for the client. It is here that we can also create notes related to the client as well as add the referral source. The top icon toolbar allows you to navigate to all other modules in HomeTrak, including the Caregiver, Schedule, Billing, and Payroll modules. You can also run client-specific reports from here as well. As you can see, the Client module is extremely comprehensive and includes many features. You can customize exactly which features you wish to use on a regular basis and then save the layout as your favorite. This layout will now be the default when you enter this mode. This layout feature is specific to each user and is available in many modules in HomeTrak. The Caregiver module has the same look and feel as the Client module, helping to make learning the software simple. We can enter the caregiver's cell phone number, and any office staff can chat back and forth with the caregiver using the SMS texting option. The home page allows us to attach many people to a caregiver, including managers and emergency contacts. Create documented events for a caregiver just like you do for clients. We know that it is important to keep track of the training and certifications your caregivers have, no matter the size of your company. We have created the required dates tool for this, and like many of our other features, this list is customizable by you. From the master list you create, you can add as many dates as you want to each caregiver and define the due dates. To further assist in managing this important feature, you can run a required date report for any date range. Print the report or generate letters to mail or email to caregivers advising them of expiring certifications. Use the Scheduling Setup section to add one or many user-defined qualifications to a caregiver. HomeTrak will use this information when suggesting caregivers best suited to care for a client, ensuring the client is never underserviced. The optional SMS texting feature allows your company to create a master list of reminders and then add one or many reminders to each caregiver. The caregiver will receive a text message related to each reminder we have set up for them. This is a great feature as some caregivers may need more reminders than others. HomeTrak Companion understands the challenges scheduling can bring. We have designed our scheduling system to save you and your schedulers time without compromising efficiency. There are many ways to schedule in HomeTrak. You can schedule in a calendar format for your clients and caregivers, or use the Schedule Review module where schedules are managed in a grid format. Let's view the client calendar. This calendar shows the monthly schedules for the client. At the top of each day, we see the scheduled hours for the day and the cumulative hours for the week. There are many different ways to view schedules. The current view allows us to see many schedules per day, and any overnight schedules are easily identified. To view schedules with more information, we can easily change the calendar style, which shows the type of care we are to provide the client. In the daily schedule view, we can display schedules in periods of 1 to 14 days. In any one of these views, we can change the start time, length, or day of the schedule simply by using our mouse. To the right of the window, we can expand the Detail panel. The Detail panel is a quick and powerful tool. From here, you can create schedule-specific notes, add any user-defined attributes, or create documented events. You can also view any important information related to the client and caregiver, including their profile information. If you wish to view only schedules that have no caregiver assigned as of yet, you can click on the Schedules No Caregiver tool to view all client schedules that do not have a caregiver. Adding a schedule in HomeTrak is very simple. HomeTrak allows you to create a single schedule, copy schedules to many days or weeks, or create recurring schedules. When you create a recurring schedule, you are creating instructions for HomeTrak to automatically create schedules for you week after week. Let's create an example of a recurring schedule. This client wants to receive visits every Saturday starting on this date. We can now just right-click on the day and choose the option of New Recurring Schedule. In the Schedule window, we input the time and length of the schedule, the caregiver assigned to the schedule, and the payer source. This process is the same as adding a single schedule. However, since we want to add a recurring schedule, we now have a Recurrence tab. The Recurrence tab allows us to create schedules in a variety of ways. If we click on the Recurrence tool, we have many options, including creating schedules every so many days, creating schedules for every so many weeks on different days of the week, or even different monthly schedules. There is also a shortcut on the main toolbar. We'll use it to choose Saturday every week. HomeTrak has now created many schedules into the future and will continue to create more each week until the end date is reached or the authorization for the client has expired. Anytime you have an open schedule, meaning a caregiver has not been assigned to a schedule, HomeTrak can assist you with finding a suitable caregiver as easy as a click of a button. The Caregiver Suggestion tool is a great option. Simply click on the Open Schedule and click on the Caregiver Suggestion tool. This screen contains a lot of information to help you quickly find a caregiver. In the main body of this screen, we see the system has returned many caregivers who are available to work. Each caregiver has a score attached to them, which signifies how well they are matched to the requirements of the client. To the right, we can see if the caregiver matches the requirements of the client, such as primary qualifications and skills. HomeTrak also shows you if the caregiver has cared for a client in the past, including how many visits the caregiver made to the client and the last visit date. HomeTrak comes with an internal mapping system that can calculate drive times and mileage from the caregiver's previous schedule as well as to their following schedule. Choose Calculate Distance, and you see that some caregivers are now marked as unavailable. If we move our grid to the right, we see the travel minutes and mileage from the previous schedule as well as to their next schedules. Move the mouse over the red area, and we see that if we book the caregiver to the open schedule, they will not have enough travel time to make it to their next schedule. If the system returns too many or not enough caregivers, you can go into the Change Filter Options screen and choose different criteria. We will check some more requirements and press Save. Based on the new criteria, we now have fewer caregivers returned. However, they are a better match to the client requirements. Adding a caregiver from this tool is simple and fast. You have the option of selecting a caregiver and pressing the Save tool to add them to the schedule. Or you can send an email or a text to one or many caregivers to advise them of the open schedule. This action triggers the selected caregivers into a pending status, where you are able to track their acceptance or refusal of the schedule. From this status, there are many options to assist you in tracking and reporting when a caregiver either accepts or refuses a schedule, which is a quick and easy way to manage your unemployment cases. Once a caregiver responds to accept the schedule, just highlight the caregiver and choose the Update option. HomeTrak will add the caregiver to the schedule and mark them as accepted. If you offered the schedule to more caregivers, you can notify the remainder of the caregivers that the schedule has been filled by a simple click of a button. Another great feature is to have the caregiver text the available schedule back to the office using their cell phone. As soon as a caregiver accepts the schedule, it is instantly and automatically updated with the caregiver. When caregiver time cards come in, quickly enter the actual hours worked into the Schedule Review module, or eliminate the process altogether by using the optional HomeTrak electronic verification system. This system allows caregivers to either call in from the client's cell or land phone, or clock in using GPS on the HomeTrak smartphone app at the beginning and end of their scheduled visit in order to automatically record actual hours worked. HomeTrak can alert you when the caregiver is late or fails to clock in via a pop-up window in HomeTrak, or by text message for your on-call staff working nights or weekends. Once the caregiver's hours are in the system, you will finalize the schedules and run billing and payroll against them. While HomeTrak does not include an accounting module, it does interface to many popular packages, including QuickBooks Pro. Payroll and billing records can also be exported many ways, including spreadsheet and CSV files. The steps for running payroll and billing are very similar and are handled in just a few steps. There are many different ways to run billing and payroll reports in these modules, such as the client invoice and the caregiver payroll detail report. At HomeTrak, we understand the need for businesses to have comprehensive reporting systems. HomeTrak Companion handles this need like no other software in the business. We feature an extensive report module that includes a FlexGrid system that allows you to mine, summarize, and graph data in a nearly inexhaustible combination of ways. The analysis section contains many options that are key to managing and analyzing your business. Let's look at the Schedule Analysis tab. The options here allow you to view your scheduled hours versus the hours actually worked, or include the billing and payroll hours for any date range, thus providing you with a powerful tool for analyzing this part of your business. This report is flexible and can display your schedules in many ways. In this example, we are viewing our schedules on a per-client basis. If you want to view the schedules by caregiver, we can move the caregiver option to the report. We are now viewing the schedules based on the caregiver. Add many fields to the report at one time by dragging the options to the report. We are now viewing the report by schedule date and then caregiver. You can print the reports or export them to different formats. Our Printed Reports module is divided into sections, and you can view and print a multitude of reports from each section. Earlier in this demo, we viewed the Documented Event Report and the Required Dates Report. There are many more printed reports available, such as Caregiver Name Badges, Schedule Exceptions, and Mail Merge Reports, to name a few. This demo highlights our customers' favorite features of HomeTrak Companion. Features that have been designed to save you time and money so you can focus on building your business from the ground up or manage an already busy organization. We look forward to showcasing HomeTrak Companion in greater detail. Please contact HomeTrak to arrange for an online demo.